on this. I think
Yes.
now just started our meeting. I got another thumbs up. Thank you, Bill. So, thank you so much for joining us today. And Barbara, I think you volunteered to do a really nice intro. So I'm going to let you take the mic and I will start. How's that?
That works. I'm sorry, so I'll have to see what I can remember about you.
You don't even have to do that. It's okay. I can introduce myself. Do you
Okay,
want?
I'll just say the very little that I do know, and without an update. But Miss Carolyn, and I think my thing is going haywire. There I am somewhere. Anyway,
Maybe a
technology
little bit
issues
there.
too. So let's see. Hang on a second. There you are. Yes, my dear. One moment, please. So real live here. So Miss Carolyn White-Scarver, I'm sorry, is our newest executive director on our team here locally in the DC, Virginia, Maryland area. She's such a delight and has been with them Lifeway for the last 3 years and recently got that promotion in the last ongoing, series last year. And we're very, very proud of her. She is quite a supporter and supports Kimberly and the team and is always ready to jump in and help us. She's got her own amazing journey of what she's walked through and adopting a young lady from Europe at a mature kind of age. And that's, a challenging thing. And she's got her mom in care, but is there advocating for her nonetheless in the nursing home. And so I'm sure she'll share a bit more about that. But it's always a delight to work with Miss Carolyn. And thank you so much for stepping in for Kimberly today. Blessings. You're welcome.
I appreciate that. Thank you for that intro. So I'll just, that was so lovely. Just to let you know, I counted back. I'm actually 2.5 years officially into LifeWave. So I say that all to say it feels like forever, but 2.5 years, I can talk to the compounding effect of these patches. So for those on our call today who just got started, you'll know through what I share, because I will share just a little bit of my story, because I want you to understand a little bit about where I was 2.5 years ago and where I am now, and why we're going to share on this topic that I'm still working on follow-up, like how do you bring the money home, right? So that's our main topic today. But I thought, it's probably important for those who've known me 30 years, like Brenda, and for those like Nancy have known me for through Kimberly, and those who are new today, before I actually tell a little bit about myself, I would just really appreciate if everybody can just go off mute for one moment and just say your name and how long you've been in LifeWave. I'm assuming everybody has already started patching, but if you are a guest today, I'd love to know that too. So maybe we can start with Jan Rogers, because you are my far left corner and people can just pop up.
Oh, okay. Yes, I'm Jan Rogers, and I signed up in June, July, lost the patches until July, didn't really use them until August, September, went to conference in October, and have been just using them all the time since October. So praise God. Love it.
Thank you. Ramona, would you mind sharing? You're right to the right of Jan, in my view. I don't know, maybe Ramona didn't hear me, but whoever wants to pop up. Oh,
she's muted. I don't think she can get unmuted.
Ramona, you're lovely, and I just wanted to say hello, welcome. That's okay. It sounds like my technical difficulties rubbed off on you today. That's all right. Whenever, Brenda, you're next, and honestly, you all don't have to follow my order. You can just pop up and introduce yourself.
Okay, hi, I'm Brenda Fleming, and as Carolyn said, we've been friends for 30 years. We met when I lived in Virginia, and we're both members of a Bible study and a singles group, and we had lots of fun together, and I just love Carolyn because she's so sweet and supportive and she helped me when I wasn't feeling good with another company for the royal jelly. It's not the company, but that's a product that's also excellent. And with LifeWave, she called me in 2021. And said, Brenda, I just found a product that is really helping my back. And I've known that Carolyn has had a lot of problems with her spine over the years. And I have too. And she knew that I was struggling and having back pain because I was caring for my mother who had dementia. And as you know, that's very stressful because Carolyn is helping her mother as well. And if you're a caregiver, then you know how stressful it can be. And because we love our parents and family and we want to take care of them and as the best we can. So at first I was hesitant and because I was so focused on my mother and I just said, no, let me think about it, Carolyn. And so she asked me again a couple weeks later, she said, have you given any thought or would you like to try these patches because they're really amazing and they're helping me so much. So I said, well, sure, I'll give it a try. So I did try the X39 and the Eon, I believe. I signed up as a silver. And then Dr. Stacy invited me because she patched me originally.
Information on the patches. Oh.
Hello?
We just have Diana who was
okay. So anyway, I was having a sinus issue and pain so badly, my whole left side of my face was swollen. And I went to the dentist because I thought it was my tooth. And he said, oh, you need a root canal. And so Carolyn said, well, why don't you go see Dr. Stacy and she can give you the patches and let you try them. So I went to her and she patched me with Ice Wave, which relieved the pain immediately. I mean, within an hour, it was gone completely. I was so amazed. And then she gave me the X39, just one patch of the X39. And it honestly helped relieve the pain and made me feel so much better. So I ordered the patches and went to a periodontist and they said, no, you don't have. And Dr. Stacy said, please don't get a root canal because it could make you feel worse. So I said, great, I don't want to get a root canal. So I went to a periodontist and they said, well, Brenda, you don't need a root canal. It's actually your sinuses that are infected. So the patches, I ordered the patches and they got rid of my sinus infection in 5 days. I think Dr. Stacy did give me 5. I'm sorry. She did give me 5 X39s and my sinus infection was gone. And usually it takes 2 or 3 weeks on several rounds of antibiotics or medicine or whatever, but it just was amazing. So I ordered the patches and I've been using them for 2 years and 1 month, almost 2 months now. And I can testify that it's helped repair a fatty liver, helped reduce my high cholesterol, helped me get over the COVID-19. It's helped me recently with a knee that had a torn meniscus, and the orthopedic surgeon said, Brenda, you need to have surgery. And I said, well, I'd like to approach it more conservatively, doing physical therapy and using these stem cell activation patches. So he said, okay, whatever you'd like to do. Well, a few months later, the pain went away and I could walk normally without any pain. Then I got a torn rotator cuff in my right shoulder and I went for a chiropractic treatment for that. And I told the chiropractor that I was also using the stem cell activation patches. And she said, well, great, whatever works. And the orthopedic surgeon recommended surgery. And I said to him, well, they helped these stem cell activation patches helped repair my knee. So I would like to try that on my shoulder. So he said, well, he was very skeptical and he said, well, I don't believe they'll work, but whatever you want to do, go ahead. Well, I am here to testify that they worked.
They sure do. Hey, Brenda, for the sake of, we have a lot of people on. Brenda she's the walking miracle story, and I'm so happy you shared your story because honestly, I think mine mirrors yours in a lot of ways. And I won't get into a lot of my story, but I will say, like Brenda, because I want everybody to have a chance in today's to introduce themselves. But I appreciate your sharing because your testimonial is like so many that are on this call today. And for those who just started, unlike us, who've been on this journey for a little while, we have, different parts of our journey that is a continual journey. And that's honestly part of really our topic today, this journey of follow-up and also, and the reason I would like to everybody to introduce themselves is I'm going to highlight, how we are all so different, our different personalities, and that really plays into our follow-up. So I appreciate your time. Thank you, Brenda, for sharing. And Jackie, I've gotten to know you through book club, so I just would love to just say hello. Jackie Joe, I don't know if you're oh, there you go.
I'm sorry, I had to unmute. I'm originally from New Orleans, and I'm living in Sarasota, Florida now. And it's Mardi Gras season, y'all. So just want to let you know, if you got your purple and gold beads, you can put them on. I was introduced by a neighbor to the LifeWave patches in June. And in 2 weeks on the X39 Eon and Ice Wave, my back pain stopped, lower back pain from an automobile accident in 2005. So long time having back pain, and I have a 70-pound dog. She's right there. That I walk 3 or 4 times a day, so I can't afford to have back pain. And I'm just this has just been amazing. I mean, I've got big and little successes. My skin is like butter. I mean, everything is so much better. My quality of life has just improved tremendously. And I can run up my stairs to get into my condo. Who can do that at 70? I mean, so it's wonderful. Thank you so much. I love being on these calls with everyone here. It just, it makes me just feel so grateful for everything that we have and everything that we can share. Thank you very much, Carolyn, for having us today.
And thank you for the fact that we get to connect Virginia to Sarasota through a book club, through LifeWave, which is the beauty of this business. I love it. We are a team that grows fast and wide, and just we're helping one another. So thank you, Jackie. Penny, same thing. We got to meet on the Bible study. Would you like to introduce yourself? Penny, I don't know if you have a moment. Looks like you might have actually frozen. But we can come back to Penny. Bill, you're my thumbs up guy. I'll let you introduce yourself.
Good morning, everyone. My LifeWave story is 2 days old. Second day with the patch. We just joined this week with Nancy's team, Nancy Cook. Thank you, Nancy. The two of us are part of a mindset masters group that we've been a few years. So my wife, Mary Jane, and I have joined together, and we just look forward to growing within LifeWave and sharing the message.
Thank you, Bill. We are so excited to have you on our team, and Nancy's just thrilled to pieces, and we are right there with her and working together with you and your wife. So,
Thank you.
And Arlene. Good morning.
Hi, how are you?
Right.
I've just been on, I'm brand new. I just started January 12th. I got my kid on the 19th, and I've been using actually the X39, the Eon, I don't know the names of them yet, Carnosine, and the one that starts with a G.
Glutathione.
Yes. So I've been rotating those, but I use the X39 every day. I use the Eon at night in the evening for my sleep. And then the other two I've just been rotating. So anyway, that's.
Welcome, Marlene. So happy to have you on board. Your journey has just begun and it only gets better.
I'm excited.
We are too. Barbara, I'm going to put Barbara back on.
You're gonna put me back on. Here I am. Awesome. Well, it's I can say so many things. We are short on time, but I can say mostly that I am just so thankful to God for having brought LifeWave into our lives, and the joy of working with people and hearing their testimonies. And it really is to the point where I hardly see a soul who has an obvious situation, whether they're limping, whether they're in a wheelchair or have a cane, doesn't matter what it is. And I immediately think the patch could probably help them. It's like a natural go-to now because I've seen and heard so many incredible testimonies. So I, for one, am very thankful for it. I had a 27-year-old soft tissue damage that happened from 2 falls that long ago, almost 3 decades, that we had tried all of the other methods, all of the other physical therapy, aquatherapy, acupuncture and chiropractic, cupping, Rolfing, PRP shot, you name it, I had done it. And nothing had helped relieve until my use of the patches, X39 and Aeon. So I'm here to thank God for that. And as far as I'm concerned, I am a lifer. You know what that means. Thank you.
We love that you're a lifer, Barbara. Thank you so much. Dr. Ray Charles, let's hear from you.
Hi, Carolyn. Good morning, everyone. I've never viewed myself as an evangelist, but I told Carolyn last Saturday that I am now a LifeWave evangelist, just sharing the message of LifeWave. I started patching on the 4th of January as a gift from my upline. I started the business on the 8th, so I'm in my 3rd week in the business. And what I can say, since the 4th to today, what is that? Today's, so almost 30 days without pain. Prior to that, January 4th was 17 years with pain in my knees. So my wife can attest to that. She's on the line as well. So that's pretty much my intro. Looking forward to the call today.
Thank you so much. Nancy Cook, my beautiful Nancy in Maryland.
I'm going to keep it short and sweet. Yes, I'm in Annapolis, Maryland. I've been patching for a little over 2 years and was one of Kimberly's first brand partners. I started with a diamond kit, so I wear all the patches because I want a total body transformation. And it's done some amazing things for my right knee, right shoulder, and now my thyroid. So I love the patches. I'm a lifer too, Barb.
Awesome. Thank you, Nancy.
Sure.
Able to speak now?
Yes, I am. Sorry, I lost my internet.
Happy.
So I've been on the patches for exactly 3 months now. And I started my journey on this anti-aging journey. And that's how these patches found me. And I have to say, it is working, right? I can see such a difference in my skin, my hair. I actually have a sprinkling of like black hairs coming in through my grays, which is fantastic. I had a knee injury maybe 8 or 9 months ago, and it wasn't healing at all. And so I started actually putting patches on my knee, and so I did that in January, and I can say now like it's completely fixed. So yep, lifer too, for sure.
Awesome. Thank you, Penny. Welcome. So happy to have you on this call. Okay, Brenda, I got you. Welcome.
Welcome. Good morning. I'm a newbie. I'm excited about being here. I'm an associate of Dr. Charles. And I have tried, let's see, I tried one patch yesterday, had good results. So today I'm going to try the one for pain. I think it's called Active Life, I believe. So I'm excited about the opportunities. I'm going to be sharing with a friend today at 1 o'clock. She has arthritis in the lower part of her back. And we're going to go from there. My concept is the product works, I'm going to get people in. And that's my focus. I go into it coming from the other way. So I'm excited about the opportunities that are going to come forth. And thank you.
Brenda, we're so excited to have you on board, and I can't think of a more amazing leader to follow than Pastor Ray. So you all are going to be a dynamic team. Welcome.
Thank you.
And, Ramona, are you able to talk now? And if not, that's okay. I just thought I'd circle back. If you can't, no worries.
Maybe I could. Can you?
Oh, yes, we can.
Oh,
Hear you.
now I'm trying to find you all again on my screen, but you can hear me.
Yes, we sure can.
Can you see me?
Yes, we can. Your beautiful face. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, because I I started a quarter of trying to make sure I had all my technology figured out because we've had this problem before, and so my apologies. So hopefully I'll get back on my screen, but yeah, I'm so grateful that you can hear me now. So I had just loved meeting you, Carolyn. We got a chance to text a little bit after your Christmas greeting. So I don't know if you placed me yet with our conversation. I know you're connected with a lot of people, but I was so grateful to get to meet you, and I'm loving everyone on this team. I just think it's an awesome group. I'm just totally blessed by everybody that's in it.
We are so blessed to have you on our team too, Ramona. And like you said, how special that you get to meet people just through texting. And then eventually you get to meet in person or live eventually. But right now, Zoom is our live, thank God for technology. I'm so glad that we could hear you talk and see you. I have a mom's laptop, so I don't know how to call you by name, but I do see a mom's laptop. So whomever.
You can't see.
So I see you connected through the mom's laptop, but I see your name, Ramona. So, okay, so good.
We're figure that out. So
I'm going to go ahead and mute you on the mom's laptop until you want to speak again. Is that okay? Okay. Unmute.
Thank you.
Okay. Then I have somebody from the Chaplain Group, a nonprofit consultants. If you would like to introduce yourself.
Good morning. My name is Deborah Chaplin. I have been introduced to the Life Wave by Dr. Ray Charles as well. I have tried the X39 patch for the first time last night. I usually wake up with terrible leg pain, knee pain actually. And this morning, I was so surprised when I jumped out of the bed that I did not have that pain that I normally have in the morning. So I'm just so amazed at the result. And I'm looking, my husband has tried it for his arms. He recently had a fall because of the snow in our area. He fell twice. And the pain was very excruciating for him. He tried the Life Wave ice for his pain because the Tylenol that he was taking just wasn't doing any good. And he got very good results with that. And now, of course, the everything is healed from the fall, and he was able to go through the healing process without any pain. So I think this is going to be something wonderful for us to share with others. It's something that works. You see a lot of multi-level marketing things that, they have standard products, but this is a life-changing product. It's a lifestyle, a product that will change the way you live because it gives you access to things that you normally could not do because of the restrictions of pain. So I'm glad to be on this team. I'm glad that Dr. Ray showed this and shared this with us, and we're looking forward to seeing you guys a lot more often.
Amen. Amen.
And thank you so much for coming on this call and totally hear you, and we all agree with you. We're grateful for all of the above, right?
Amen.
So Terry,
Yes, yes.
like to unmute and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Terry. I am Dr. Ray's wife. Excited about this product. I'm usually one who will do, unending research on something before I jump in or try it or anything. But this one, won by the reputation or the trust I had in the one who introduced it to us, of course. And my husband came back from a Christmas holiday after sharing samples with his family members who were just having just amazing results from it, and his own testimonies from trying different experiment with different patches and results he had. I was like, well, you know what? Our mom lived, my almost 90-year-old mom lives with us. And there's nothing more than I want to see is just to have her enjoy the highest quality of life in whatever many years that she has left. I mean, the arthritis and other health issues and things that she's struggling with. I heard many awesome testimonies of those that have been using it on their elderly parents. So I just wanted to start trying it. So I've tried it and I've seen amazing results with her mood, with her lessening of her normal aches and pains. When she used to say, I hurt all over now. When she wakes up in the morning, I ask how she's doing. Pretty good. So that is just that's just improving my life here to see her with more ease. And I was just seeing just some surprising, I didn't know what to expect. I started taking it myself, and just the quality of my sleep, the depth of my sleep has improved. My energy level was improving. I'm just randomly seeing just different things and not really knowing what I would experience from it, but just seeing improvement and just after just less than 2 weeks of using the product. So I'm excited, and I'm just, we're just looking forward to sharing it and improving people's quality of life. So many are experiencing pain, especially as we get into the ages that we're getting to. So we're just looking to share it with as many as we can to improve people's quality of life.
Amen. Thank you, Terry. Such a pleasure to meet you since I met your husband this past weekend, and can't wait to meet you in person. And
yes,
a dynamic team, and just the caring and sharing is what it's all about. So thank you for being on the call and sharing. And then we have Lawrence. Jean Lawrence. I'm not sure who that's from, but or really whomever. I've got a couple just numbers that are showing up, Zoom user, and then a number 540 and Jean Lawrence. Would you all like to introduce yourself? And if not, that's okay, because I can, I just know we have some amazing people on here, and if you do want to unmute at some point in time and introduce yourself, that's wonderful. I'm just going to tell you, I'm not going to take. Oh,
can you hear me, Carolyn?
yes, now we can go right ahead.
Can you hear me? This is the 540 number. It's Cass.
Hi.
Abundant Awakenings, everybody.
Yeah, go right ahead.
Yeah, I just want to say I've been using the patches for over a year now, and just recently, I'm a quadriplegic. I've been a quadriplegic for 39 years. I have a very incomplete injury, thank goodness, and I'm able to, push a manual chair and different things. But I was making myself some mushroom coffee. I'm trying to do even my, get whatever health I have left in my body and that kind of stuff, trying to improve on all levels. And I was rolling with one arm, carrying my coffee mug to my dining room table, and I guess I did something, and my arm kind of jumped, and I spilled boiling hot coffee all over the left side of me. And I probably should have gone to the hospital. But I knew I had some wound care supplies, and I knew I had the patches. So I have, it happened last week, and my left breast has healed up so much and so quickly that I have a nurse coming to see me once a week, and she cannot believe how much it has healed up. I am in shock how much it has healed up. So I definitely see the benefits of the patches every day, and I use a lot of them. I use the aloe vera at night. I use X39, X49, carnosine, glutathione. I love the energy enhancer patches. So everybody, that deal is incredible. And I'm just happy to be here. And it's nice to have some hope. They kind of count us out. And especially with people with spinal cord nowadays, Elon Musk is trying to get them to put Neuralink chips in their brain. So this is nice to have something that your body is doing it. The healing, the repairing, it is a divine technology, and I would much rather use a patch than have something implanted any day. So I am a lifer, and I too am a LifeWave evangelist. In fact, I talk about the patches so much, I think I drive people nuts sometimes. But I just had someone look at a couple of lives I did last week on my page and reach out to me saying, they appreciated my videos and they definitely want to sign up. So if anybody
awesome.
needs some encouragement to go live and do some of those things, you never know who is going to click on it, and you're going to be able to help them and add quality of life and value to their life.
Kath, thank you for sharing. I would love next time for us to see your beautiful face, but we can only imagine. And you just brought up the most important word that I think we all can relate to in this day and age is the word hope. And we are giving hope to everybody. The people that we have no idea they're dealing with something, because on the outside, they look like they have their act together, and they may be doing a lot of posts on Facebook to show that they're all that and everything's going great. But, we don't know what's going behind closed doors and in their heart and in their head. And there's just so much hitting everybody right now that to give people hope for a better quality of life, a better future. It doesn't matter if you're a youngster to the 90-year-olds, to give them that opportunity to have a better life like we are all experiencing. I'm so grateful everybody shared. I wanted this time to get to know everybody, but I also wanted to have everybody learn a little something from each other here, which segues into our topic of follow-up. But before I hit just a couple points, because it's already 10:42. And so I'm going to try to I'm not going to share everything on my testimonial, but I'm going to share part of my testimonial for the first time with you all here today, based on what happened to me last night at my yoga studio. And I listened to part of Dr. Ray's sermon that he preached last night. I'm going to listen to it in full later, Dr. Ray, but I got to listen to 15 minutes. And you mentioned in Romans, there is a scripture, and I'm sorry, I don't memorize that quickly, but I'm going to go back to the scripture, and it was talking about shame. And, when we all have these, I'm just going to talk about me. We have some ailments that are bringing us down, and we don't want to talk about them, because we want to appear that we've got it all together, especially in the workplace. We just want to everything is going just dandy, and, we're positive thinkers, especially being a child of God, being a Christian. I want to carry my light torch and just be that light for others. But inside, when my body feels like it's crumbling, it's like this constant, mind over matter, which is what I spent most of my life, mind over matter. I've been very good about just overcoming everything with just saying, despite the severe pain that I'm enduring due to my S-curve scoliosis, and one day I'll show my x-ray on where I was back in the day, because they were going to put me in a back brace, and I'm like, no way, I'm not doing back brace. I was really into swimming and really into skiing, and with this S-curve scoliosis and then later on 2 whiplashes, you have to keep moving. If you don't keep moving, it's very easy to fall asleep and just to kind of it's really a energy takes away all your energy. Among that structural issue with my whiplashes and S curve, which was a constant, pull, push and compounding effect on me. As I got older and went through menopause, that was just not a good thing for me. I'm just saying, for those who have experienced it, I had, it hit me hard. So severe lack of energy. And I was always known, and Brenda could tell you for the 30 years she's known me, that I'm just go, 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 go. I've always worked crazy hours in my full-time job. Here I am adopting an older child when I'm 49 years old by myself, and after going through divorce, and then I go through menopause. And so there is just a lot. And then my mom starts to, who was my helper on raising my child, develops her dementia and starts to get worse and worse, and 10 out of 10 pain. And so one day we're going to bring my mom on this call so you all can see in 2.5 years. I never asked the doctor about putting patches on her. I already knew from the get-go in 3 days, if these patches are making my shoulders come down and my shoulder blades go back, and I'm feeling like the pain has already started to subside in 3 days, those are going on my mom. So fortunately, my mom's blood work has in 6 months, she gets it done every 6 months. She's gone from being incontinent to no longer incontinent. Her sundowning has stopped. She no longer has these many TIAs. She is joyful. She is articulating. She's just a whole new person. So 2.5 years ago, and Brenda went through this too with her mother, and unfortunately did not get, for circumstances that, we just know she's with the Lord now. But, if we can get these patches on just, the body, miracles happen. 2.5 years later, what I was going to share with you that was a part of that shame topic was that I had an eating disorder for years, and I never wanted to talk about it because it was such a shameful part of my life that the Lord helped me overcome. That I met this young gal last night that in the yoga studio, I just shared with her how beautiful she is. And what we were all looking at like, oh my God, she is so beautiful. Well, she started crying and she's like, I don't see myself that way. And I saw a little glimpse of myself because she shared that she has an eating disorder. And she actually works with all these other ladies in a, what do you call it? I'm going to call it like a Bible study, but it's a safe environment for her and others to share how they're getting through this eating disorder. I would never have guessed. And I tell you all this to say, when you look at this beautiful young gal and vibrant, who would have ever thought that she is still currently struggling with the eating disorder? So I gave her my card and I said, I really know that I have something that will help you and these other ladies. And immediately I went into that care mode. And it was all about, how do I help these ladies overcome something that I went through so many years of my life that brought my life down and defined who I was in my own head until the good Lord, I'm just telling, he released me from that shame and he helped me to overcome. I never told anybody about this. I never sought help. God not only, I say, healed my body through these patches, but he healed my mind and my body through inside out. And one thing about these patches is that they're healing my gut. Like, I've always had gut issues, digestive issues. I'm not saying I'm all there, like I'm perfect, because we all have our struggles. But one thing about the compounding effect is that over time, it just gets better and better. So when I joined this company 2.5 years ago, I was still struggling a lot with my health. So I got going right away, just gung ho to share this with everybody, because I, like you all, have this mission to help everybody. But you got to remember, we are a work in progress, and so what I just did here with having you all introduce yourself made me realize I go back to my days in sales, because I actually started selling Mary Kay Cosmetics in college. That was 1987. And fast forward, I was on a health quest for all these years trying to find the Holy Grail, which I found. It's LifeWave, just in case you all are. There is a lot of great products out there, but we do have the Holy Grail. I'm just that's all there is to it. You know, there is nothing out there that's touching what these patches are doing for our bodies. So I was thinking about all the personality tests I've taken and what made me go forth in sharing this product and doing what I'm doing and at this level of executive director just means I'm caring and sharing. I'm just telling you all, it's not like I'm some super salesperson because in fact, you saw me with technology. I'm really old school. You know, Dr. Ray, I was sharing with you I don't know if y'all can see my notebook. You can't even read my handwriting. It's terrible. But in the very beginning, I wrote down my 100 names of everybody that just came to my mind. Of course, family first. And I'm telling you, they're the hardest to win over. So don't worry about them when they don't come on board right away. And so the follow-up and the follow-through all comes from just reading people. And I love that personality test, the DISC. The DISC is the dominance, influential, steady, and compliant. If you haven't ever taken that test, there's a lot of tests out there, but what I love about it is that we are all unique. I mean, we're all snowflakes, right? None of us are alike, but I love the fact that we get to understand each other's personalities as we build team, to know not one person is like us. We are all like, you know, snowflakes. So we have to understand our personalities and that whole follow through. You know, they're reaching out to somebody, reach out first in love. There's just no other way to do it. And Brenda, I loved it this morning. I was on a call with you real briefly. Could you test this? Which of course I didn't get to do because I realized what I did wrong. But Brenda's like, Carolyn, we're in the month of love, Valentine's. So let's just take that theme and reach out to everybody and don't let the fear get in the way, because I can tell you, I held back a lot on a lot of people out of fear that I was going to lose friends and I was going to not get the respect and the understanding, because trust me, my family were the hardest, except for my older brother. I kind of forced him into these patches. I just, you know, he was having some pretty severe health issues. And I'm like, look, I was your business manager for 10 or 14 years. I helped you start up your business. I said, you don't have a choice in this matter. I said, you have to help me with my business. So honestly, I kind of back-ended my older brother into putting patches on. And you know, he's been wearing them for 2.5 years now. And his wife, a cardiologist nurse, EMT nurse, wouldn't roll her eyes at me and wouldn't touch them for over 1.5 years. And it hurt. I'm just telling you all, it hurts when family members don't get on board, but don't give up on them. Because guess who's wearing all the same patches as my brother right now? That cardiologist nurse is my sister-in-law, is finally like, now it's not like she's telling the world about them, because she's not, but that's okay. I know I love her so much that I'm so grateful that she came on board. My daughter is 22 years old right now. I adopted her at 11 from Latvia. And do you think that she was jumping on board with her mama and saying, oh, mom, please let me have some of those patches? Oh, no. So I'm just telling you, it's taken a long time with certain people to come on board. You have to just know that it's God's timing. Let go of our timing. We all want to kind of have this rank up and go to this place where we want to be. And I know we're at 10:53, but my golden nuggets truly came from just the whole care and share and not get down when people say no. I can now, 2.5 years later, tell you about certain friends of mine that I have been talking to for as long as I've been wearing the patches that have finally come on board because they just got to that dire need. And they were kind of like, okay, Carolyn, you know, I'm not that I'm preaching that nausea to them, but you know, it's kind of hard to hear people complain over and over and over about their knee issues without saying, you know, you could put a patch on it. It's that easy, really. And they still say no. And you have to let it go and say it's not right timing for them. So my friend Deborah, I love her to pieces. She brought her boyfriend to our last event. Kimberly sat down with them, and I'm telling you, the power of just letting go, letting God, and letting others talk to your friends and family. And it's amazing how they come back to you. And of course, she came back to me. Kimberly helped me close my friend and her boyfriend to start the patches because it was teamwork. So I think that we have to understand people's personalities. The steady and compliant need to take time. They want to analyze. They're very calm about everything. Now, being the influencer, I'm like, send them to me. I'm putting them on right away. I'm willing to try anything. Well, not everybody's like me, but I was feeling like I was in that space of I will try anything. And I mean, I did spend $10,000 of stem cell injections, did not work. That was money wasted, but I can tell my story to say this is, 1,000 times better, more effective, more cost effective. The patches work. And the other thing I want to share is please stay with your downline, whether they're interested in the business or not. A lot of people give up too soon, and you have to keep preaching to them. Don't quit before the miracle occurs. I can tell you that's happened to me on my team. And, I'm learning my lesson. Keep up with your customers. If they're not interested in the business, they're still a part of your team. They're bringing in volume. And it's really important to just not let them just go off and like they got the patches, they're ordering, because sometimes always keep up with your back office. For some reason they're not ordering, there's a reason. You need to find out why. And if their reason is very legitimately that, I'm just going to stop for a while, you got to let them. And then you say, patches are always here for you. I hope that you'll find that you really were benefiting on a level where I just know one day, please just reach back. If you want to get back on, I'm here for you. Send them here and there a podcast that speaks to you about them. I'm telling you, they'll come back. So I just think, that personality style, DISC, if you don't know where you fall, it's not like we're just one. We tend to go in different levels of whether a dominant, influential, steady, and compliant. But to get to know yourself really well, we always want to kind of be a chameleon to those that we're actually reaching out to. We want to understand who we're talking with, to understand that if they do need that time out, do be sending them just, hey, I thought of you today. I listened to this testimonial and I hope this encourages you. Or maybe it's just like today, 1:00. I can't think of anybody I don't want to invite to today to hear Dr. John Harmon and Dr. Stacy. So anytime, and when it says training, when you get to hear Dr. John Harmon and Dr. Stacy talk together, there's just no more powerful way to get excited about the miracle workings of why is this God's miracle patch for us? Well, Dr. John Harmon gets into the nuts and bolts of it. So if you haven't gotten that on your calendar, I highly recommend you go to the 1:00 Zoom call. And if you can't, then just listen to it later while you're driving. Just always keep everything always like in the car or while you're driving is what I'm saying, listening to podcasts, listening to trainings. There's going to be something that triggers to help you just keep encouraged, because there will be those days that we can get discouraged. I mean, we all do. And we have a very wonderful person in our life that we just so want to get on the patches. And they've said, no, 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 so many times. And you just, it can get discouraging, but just remember to give them to God. The timing is just all about their timing. And we just can't hold on to that discouragement. So I'm sure it's 10:58 and I don't really have any magical words of wisdom other than to say, there are so many on this call that I know are some pretty amazing experienced people in sales. And I know that, I want you to be on this call one day so you can share your pearls of wisdom. But what I felt like would be important is just to really get to know, since we have such a wonderful team on here today, that we're here to help one another. There isn't one person on this call that I know is not going to be that person to help you in any way that they can. And we might not be on the same exact team, and it doesn't even matter. It's just, that's the way LifeWave is. And so I encourage you to reach out to me anytime. You know, we've got our amazing upline SPDs, you know, Leah, Laura, Dr. Stacy, April, Marcy, Peter's even cross-line to us. And oh, it starts at 1 o'clock. Yes, thank you, Nancy. I don't know if you want to put in the chat the number. It's the 379-717-7845 is the Zoom number. That's but also go to start333biz.com. Really important for all of us to go there, because there's just a plethora of great information for all of us that we want to tap into. And you want to be getting those daily reminders of everything that the company is offering us, or really Team Evolve. It's really the Team Evolve that we're on. And they'll send those reminders. And it might just be like, oh my gosh, I've got this time right now. Let me listen to Wendy Morgan, Self-Development Hour. That's 3:30 on Thursday, Wednesday or Thursday or Tuesday. I'll have to go look it up. But
3:15 on Tuesdays.
thank you, Bar. See,
Eastern.
I have to get those reminders because there's so much, right, that we can tap into. I myself, I'll just put this out there to you all. I decided to do something. I have never actually had a patching podcast myself. So I'm going to have one next Wednesday night at 7 p.m. and next Saturday at 2. And anybody who signs up a platinum and above, I'm sending you the supported patch of your choice. That's my gift to you. So I just want to put that out there. I'll put that out on the Rockit team and the Bless. I think there's another line that I just need to get that. But I just wanted, Nancy, you said sign up for the email. Yes, for the Team Evolve reminders. So highly recommend that. We are at 11 o'clock. I'm sure that there's a lot that we could glean from everybody in this call, and I want to keep it to an hour because I know I want to honor everybody's time. But I wanted to thank everybody for just truly taking the time out today and having the chance for us to get to know you. I can't wait to meet many of you in person one day at convention. I don't know who's going to see David in Orlando. There are a few of us that will be there, and it would be thrilling to see you there. If you are going, reach out to me so I can find you. And Nancy Cook, of course, is going to be there. So I just want to thank you all. I love you all. Happy Valentine's month, and God bless everyone. And just thank you for being here.
Thank you, Carolyn. God bless you.
We love you.
Thank you. Have a great week.
You too.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right.
Take care. God bless.
God bless you too.